Hi my lovelies, welcome back to Vintage Diaries. Today, as you can see from the caption, I'm going to be talking about taking risks, especially when it comes, I don't know if you guys hear that playing, I hope you don't, but yeah, it's pretty loud. But I wanted to talk about taking risks and how sometimes we tend to hold ourselves back or keep people in our lives that hold us back because we are scared. And I know that's a mouthful and I know that's a lot to touch in because there's so many different things when it's personalized and individual experiences that can go into it. But I just think that it can also be simplified, you know, like it can, sometimes we keep people in our lives because we don't have to take that step forward to change. And I know that sounds crazy, and it's very much more reversed and a crazy way of the psych and psychology, but it definitely can be a thing when you don't believe in yourself as much as you think you do. And I'm currently, like I had mentioned before in my previous video, I'm currently reading The Artist Way by Julia Cameron, and like again, like I've heard a lot of people have seen results from this book and have really seen a complete change in their lives, and I think that that's really what drove me to do it. But I'm also a person that believes that in divine timing and that things that are meant to be yours and come your way are going to. And I think that that was the biggest thing with this book, where it kind of found me in a way. And then when I went to like download it on Audible, because I really do like audiobooks a lot better, especially since it's an activity book, it was just easy to do. Like things just fell into place for me to get this book. I saw this as an opportunity from God to be able to open up and to understand myself a little better, especially since I've prayed on seeing what he sees in me and learning that self-love and being able to accept that. But touching back on the taking risk, she touches on a topic about, I think she calls them crazy makers, or people that just are unpredictable personalities and energy vampires that we keep around because they kind of distract us from doing all the work. And what I mean by that, the work, meaning is, let's say that you've always had a dream, right? Move to another country. You've never understood why you've always wanted to move to that country, but you felt this feeling for a long time. And you have this friend or partner or just someone that you are an acquaintance with, you know, that's around your environment very much, could be even a coworker. And you share this dream with them, and you know that it's possible. You have the money, or you can save up, or you can sell your things. And you know, at the end of the day, when you want something and you aspire for it and it is for you, life will literally work in your favor. Even if it takes a little while, even if at first certain things have to happen for you to get what you want, and it'll hurt in the process, it will do that for you. And sometimes when we share these dreams with these people that use our energy for it, because they see how good we are, they see how patient and kind we are, and they also see how much we abandon ourselves, but that you don't abandon others. And that's the key here, where when you find the people that see that and take advantage of that dream that you want, it's so hard to see it and to feel it, right? You have this gut feeling, I want to be there. But when it comes to the path and creating the things that leads you there, it's so hard to do so when you have these people in your ear kind of telling you like, no, that's ridiculous, or you'll never be able to do that, or are you sure? Like that seems like insane, like you should think it through, it's too impulsive. And so instead of these people counting on the qualities that you carry and saying, well, you are adventurous and spontaneous, and you get along with anyone, I think you'll do great in another country. Or, oh my God, did you learn how to speak the language? Are you planning to? You should download Duolingo. Like, instead of giving you support and helping you and to find this path, they actually build or cut down trees to block your path. And sometimes we don't see it, and sometimes we do, but we rather let those parts of ourselves, that self-doubt, that self-sabotage that manifest within people, to convince us of these things, because your mind and your subconscious and your core beliefs and your conditionings already think this. So when you have another person telling you that, it validates something to you which you think is true, and it's not. Baby girl, baby boy, it is not true. Do not at all mean shit. Because when you want something and that something makes you happy, that something makes you thrive, you have passion for it, it brings you a certain kind of joy and content, no one else should be able to tell you that it shouldn't. Your opinion should always be valued more than anyone else's opinion. Especially when it comes from people that, once you really do analyze the patterns, have done nothing but doubt you and fulfill that doubt for you. So sometimes when we have these friends around us and we have these lovers and we have these people, we build unhealthy attachments. And that is another thing I wanted to touch on. When we build unhealthy attachments based on self-sabotage, self-hate, it doesn't lead us anywhere good. Because as you can see, those words are extremely negative. And sometimes we aspire or somehow want to change and fix these people. We want to be able to enlighten others, but that's not your job. It is not your job to help anybody see the things that you see. Again, you like, this life is yours, and if you spend so much of your life abandoning yourself and not really having enough love for yourself, there's no possible way for you to love someone else. You're drained. Energy vampires are the most complex people that are there, you know what I mean, like, that exist, because you also have to be graceful with them. You want to, especially when you are an empath and someone that has been conditioned to be kind of the emotional regulator in your family, or be the one that was neglected a bit when it came to your emotions, you tend to want to build up this person, right? And as much as we want for that person to see what we see in them, they don't care for that. And I think that's the hardest truth, where you want something so bad, you want this dream, and you want to take that risk, but you don't, because you are listening and letting not only the voice inside your head that already doubts you, but you're also letting another person, another entity outside of your head put that into validation for you. And when we create this unhealthy attachment towards another person, right, and especially it gets a little harder when it's a partner and a lover, and this person that you love very much, or was one way when you first met them, and then as time unravels, you kind of find that they don't support your dreams the way that you support theirs, right? They don't uplift you the way that you uplift them, or everything is about them, and they don't question what you may want to do or include you or consider you. And it's hard, 100%, right? It's definitely a journey to detach yourself. But at the same time, is that when you want to take this risk comes with sacrifices. Risk comes with detachment. And when you master detachment, and when you understand that this person didn't value me, this person didn't consider me, this person didn't think of me, this person, it's not possible for this person to love me, if they don't consider me? And I know that, again, it's easier said than done, because I am a person at a point in my life where detachment comes a little too easy for me, to the point that attachment is the issue now. But being comfortable within your own space, which is something I touched on my previous video, is understanding that there's so much beauty in listening to yourself. There's so much beauty in validating yourself. And there's also so much more beauty when you are in that energy, when you are in that frequency of self-acceptance, of self-love, of it's scary as fuck, but I can do this. You attract the people that believe the same things you do. You attract the village and the community, the sisterhood, the brotherhood. You attract the village that you are meant to be in, because they also will support your crazy spontaneous things. They will support you moving across the country. They will support you building your business. They will support you content creating, posting your cringe videos that you think are cringe, but they're funny, or they're great to watch, or your pictures are great. They will support all of these things because they also are fighting for a dream. They also think that it's important to be passionate, to find joy in the things that you love. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. And the people that make you feel that way, you can hear it in my voice. I'm getting a little amped up. Hold me back. When you have people telling you that these things are unnecessary, that you can't do it, and you listen to them, I feel that. I don't know you, and I feel that. Because why would you ever let anybody else tell you that? And why would you want to be with anybody else that sees you that way? You are here uplifting these people. You are up here, and in a way, you are being a risk and doing a risk. You're taking that risk. You're all the risk of enlightening and building up and trying to fix somebody else, and giving up all your time. Time that is valuable, time that costs money, time that you could be putting into anything else towards your dreams. But you are investing in another person that you think is worth that time. And so when there are these people that don't value that, they don't value you, they don't value the things that you have to offer, because what they see is that you are so graceful, you are so empathetic, you are too nice, you are so this, that they boost themselves up to do it. So circling back to everything, is when you get that idea or that feeling, right, that you want to take a risk at something, and it could be the simplest thing of posting a blog, or posting a 60-second video, posting a skit, or even planning it and taking the photos, right? Whatever it is that are the smallest steps to start, those feel like a lot to you, and it feels scary, which is 100% okay. But when you feel that, take that feeling, that motivation, that drive that you feel, and just do it. And you're gonna cringe for a bit, because it happened to me. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I don't want to be perceived. Oh my god, what are people gonna think? Oh my god, no one's gonna love it. But again, you attract what you are. So when you embody that, and you feel confident, and you feel empowered, and you say, well, hell yeah, this is what I want to do. Wait, hold on, I did this. And be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back, give yourself a hug, because even the smallest accomplishments are still big accomplishments. Those should still be celebrated. Those should still be accounted for. Okay? So when you do that, and you do it, even when you do it once, you're capable of doing it again, and 1,000 and 1,000,000 times after that. So when you go ahead and you do that, there is no one that can stop you after that. And again, when you feel that feeling of empowerment, you block out all of the noise. You forget about the censor that's telling you, you sure you want to do that? It doesn't seem like you. I don't think that you can do it. You block all of that out. Because what makes you happy and what should make you happy is exactly what you should be doing. Your purpose, Your destiny, your fate, the things that you are meant to do will find you. It is already yours. It just, whatever is determined after that is just how long does it take for you to get there. How long is the journey? Would you rather do what makes you happy and taking the risk and shorten the journey 3 hours and getting there in 2? Or are you going to take the 5? Because you rather listen to people that don't value you and don't care about what you do and care about themselves. So if these people are caring about themselves, why aren't you? Yeah, my lovelies. That's the note that I wanted to end on today. A little tough question, but it's great reflection. And remember to give yourself a hug, and that everything that you're doing is worth it, and that no one else should be determining what makes you happy. So, love you. Thank you for being here with me.